Good morning, welcome, dear friends. Oi! So we are doing the Genesis upright vac today, one of my favorite products. Okay, so this is how it looks. It's an upright vac. It's got 2 years quality guarantee, and we're gonna go through a lot. But this is how the box looks in all angles, and this is how it looks. So when I received this machine, I was told it's one of the most powerful machine that we could ever have. So I'm just excited to be doing this today, and this is how the other side looks. And yeah, so the one thing I love about upright vacuum cleaners is that they're very good, especially if you have wall-to-wall carpets. They are the best thing after ice cream and candy. Okay, this is exciting. I've done a lot. Yeah, I did do one upright vacuum cleaner, which was the Minimax. I'm sure you'll find it in some of the videos when we unboxed the Minimax vacuum cleaner. But upright. Okay, this one here, I'm gonna have to place it down here on the floor because I want to offload. So the first things first, we need to establish what is it that we get in this machine. Okay, so we have, and by the way, all these tools, especially on the tools, one thing I've learned about the Genesis machine is that all tools are listed in their names on the boxes. So let's just go through this one more time. So if you look at here, you've got, let's just see, oh boy. If you look at here, you've got this diagram here, and you've got the numbers and all the names of whatever tools you're expecting to find inside are already listed in here. Okay, so let's put everything, lay everything first before we can, you know how those YouTubers, when they do things, they do this and they do that. So this looks so cool. I don't know why they do that, but yeah. Let's see, what pieces should you be expecting to get inside this machine? That's one of the reasons why we do these videos, because we just want to show you what exactly should you be expecting to get inside this machine. Okay, at this stage, one of my best way to remove a machine is by turning it upside down and shake, 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 shake. I don't know, it's almost like the boxes has suction power where they prevent everything from going out. There we go. That's one hand. Okay, almost out. If I was on the floor, this would have been much easier. Okay, something fell down there. I'm not sure what that is. But if I'm missing a piece, we'll go back to it, okay? We're gonna chuck this on a side. This is our actual machine. Okay. The box is empty. Okay, empty box. I have the flexi hose. Something fell down here, so if I'm missing something, I'll have to refer to that. Okay, so it's Valentine's soon, and this is a red machine. I'm not evoking you to buy a vacuum cleaner or a red vacuum cleaner for your partner, but you know what? When you're stuck in those moments and you're not sure what to buy, after all, this machine is red, and red is a color of love. People see you with the red machine, guess what? They know you're a loving person. Cool. Okay. Plastic is off. This is your main unit. Just clear out, because remember, we still want to establish what tools are where. The manual book is actually nicely and kept in this nice plastic. This is one of my favorite brushes. I'll show you just now why it's my favorite. Let's just establish what's happening here. Okay, and then you've got this screw here, which you're gonna attach to that. We will go through this together. Okay, let's see. Okay, So you've got this flexi hose. What's nice about this hose from this machine, I've worked with machines for many years now. Certain things just come naturally in knowledge for me. So when I see a hose like this, I always get excited because these are stretchy hose. They stretch. So you find them like so, but you can really stretch. So say you're doing your blinds and curtains, and in the process of doing your blinds and curtains, what's happening is you have to either go on a step ladder or on a distance. You don't have to drag the machine along with you. This actually super stretch, that's what it's called, a super stretchy hose. It actually is saying here that on a regular staircase or stairways, you can stretch up to 13 steps. That's quite a lot, 13 steps for a regular house. So you've got a super stretchy hose, you've got a hand table brush. So hand table brush is great, especially because table brush, what they do, for those who've been following even on other videos, table brushes, what they do is, as they spin, they are very good for picking up pet hair, for any fluff that's around. So they are always given for the use of carpets. Now, what's nice about this table brush here is it's actually a hand one. So on your upholsteries, on your carpet, on your sofas, some people call upholsteries, on your mattresses, it's very good because it can pick up all those hair. Because you know why? We allow our pets are part of our family, and they're always over our couches. And then you've got this brush, we call it a non-scratch brush. You can also call it a hand brush or hand upholstery brush. But what's awesome about this is it's actually a two-in-one. So you can actually remove it like so, and you can attach it back. So especially I can already see what I'm going to use this for, especially on my car seats. I would want the brush, but there's places in the car where I want direct contact of suction power, where I will remove this and go directly there, just to make sure that I remove the dust from the base. We then have another tool which is located here. This is the crevice tool. Now this is a crevice tool. In here you need to pull here. Now, if you have a bakkie or you've got one of those SUVs or a bus or those trucks, you'll love this because, let's do this. It's like so, but it's a super extended crevice tool. Remember, we call it a crevice tool because it's nice and narrow here. You can attach it to this, especially in between those SUVs seats, in between those hard, even in that corner where you've got furniture. If you just want to reach in that corner, it's actually quite long. You will see it's longer than the machine not assembled. So you've got this extra long crevice tool. Already I figured this, that I can actually even attach a brush like this into that if I want. Let's see if we can attach this one as well, which will be brilliant. So you can even attach this. So should you have this, which is what we're going to show just now, you can attach and go on this, especially if you just want to reach at a distance, especially on your mattresses, on your couches or sofa. Okay, first things first, we need to attach our hose pipe. Before we attach the hose pipe, let's just play with the machine a bit. So now, according to the manual book, this is a 6-meter long cord. I love this cord. It's long. To get a 6-meter long cord, which I will show you just now how to wrap it all around and so and so. But I just want to quickly show you the filter. Here's the filter. According to the manual book, this is a 3-liter dust tank. That's a lot. 3 liters. That is a lot. So this means you can literally be moving from one room to another room to another room. This, obviously, for those who have wall-to-wall carpets, and those are the thick, fluffy carpets, or those industrial carpets, this will do because you will be vacuuming quite a lot. Because remember, we walk on carpets, and everything sips through, and it goes right to the base of the carpet. So that's a lot of dust you can capture in there. And in with this, you've got a microparticle filter. Now, when I received this, I learned something very nice because I was just reading and doing some research about this machine. It has a safety lock here. Now, when you have this safety lock, what it means is if you don't have this filter here, you will not be able to put this back. Now, I have a helper at home. One of the things that I struggle with is sometimes you find that or just your spouse. They will put back the filter, or they will put back the machine without putting the filter and the vacuum, and then it damages the machine, and you take the machine back for guarantee, and they said, sorry buddy, you actually didn't use the filter. So what this allows you to is, this will not go back in here unless you have this. So just by putting this, it's a safety feature, and this is one thing I appreciate about this company. It's a safety feature. They're making sure that you will not be able to put back the filter should you be in a position where you didn't put back the filter. So you can't put back the covers together. So this is a big tank of dust that you have in here. Okay, one thing I've also learned and love about this machine is that in here you've got a height setting. So you've got from number 1 to number 5. Number 1 is basically like very, very low pile carpet. It's like that flat carpet which has literally almost no fluff, or we can call it the industrial carpet, which is the high traffic foot carpet. And then if you go all the way to number 5, it's like your very fluffy carpet. It's like the carpets that we like to have in our houses because it looks cool, it looks nice. So what happens is when you put it on the higher setting, this will actually lift. So what happens is this front foot will lift off the carpet, and when you put it on the lower setting, it goes down the carpet to make sure that it is concentrating as you will actually love it too. Now, I've also learned that this machine has a motorized turbo brush. So this means this machine has its own independent motor driving the turbo brush. Now, it's very important, especially if you got wall-to-wall carpets, if you got carpets, you got pets at home. You will love that because the brushes will not be stopped by the thickness of the carpet. They just go, and they are very powerful. So it's very good. Okay, let's put this baby together. So the first thing, I've actually prepared a screwdriver here. The first thing that we need to get through is, you've got this nice screwdriver that you have here. Let's just see. Because you need to attach this handle here. And it's a screwdriver that it's a screw that you'll only forever just only use it once. Okay. Now, when you place this here, we're going to have to do this. When you place or when you attach this handle here, this little knob here at the back must be facing back. It cannot be facing front, it has to face back. So it has to face back, and once it faces back, then you can attach your screw. And it's very simple. It's very, that is, basically anyone can do this. And what I like about this screw that you have here, you can actually use any flat. It is looking like a star, but you can use any flat. It's basically like a multi-function screw because it's very wide on flat, and voila, that's in. Okay, thank you, screw. Cool. Now let's go into this machine. Now we're going to attach the pipe. So what we're going to do is, your pipe has two. It's got the other side that's got earlobes, and it's got the other side that is just plain. So the side that's got earlobes will go in here on top. It's going to be facing up. There we go. You had that click. And from there, we're going to take this around. Down here, around. And we're going to take it all the way to the top. And we're going to take it in here. There. Now, for those who are not sure about vacuum cleaning, this pipe here is what directs suction power. It's what pulls the dust. When the action happens, the dust will be traveling through this all the way. And when it comes in here, it's going to enter into your dust tank. Okay. So this means, actually, it's the other way around, sorry. From here, it goes all the way here, and it goes in here into your dust tank. So from here, as you can see, straight there. I use that word, I don't like that word, as you can see. So straight there. Number 2, you've got this, which is where your brush sits. Number 3, your extra long crevice tool. Extra long crevice tool has a place here on the side. So basically, almost, if not everything, sits in here. Number 4, you've got the holder for the hand upholstery brush. So the holder will go in here. If you look on both sides of the machine on top, it's got a place where this will go. So this will, there we go. It's got a nice click. Actually, my bad. It's got a nice click. This goes in here. And from there, this is where this will go. So you basically have to, I'm not sure if you can see that. We're just gonna try that again. This, you insert it from the top on this red Genesis, you insert it and you just slide it down until you hear the click. Once it click, it's nice and solid. And you've got this here on this brush. This gray part here will then click into this, and then like so, and everything is solid. Everything is solid. You are done. Now, all tools are attached to this machine. So this means when you're using this machine, you will have every tool that you need in here. But you'll notice that our cord is still hanging. So we will unwind our cord. And unwinding the cord, it's quite a long cord, but geez, I love upright vacuum cleaners. I love them for the fact that you can push them. They actually go where you go. I've had a couple of people saying they don't like upright vacuum cleaners. I mean, they don't like the other regular vacuum cleaners because you pull them behind, and I think we've covered that in our other machines. So have a look at this here. You've got this red part, which when you slightly pull, it will twist. And it will twist, and you've got this bottom one which doesn't do anything. So all you do here is you will be winding your cord in here. You wind your cord in here, and as you wind your cord in here, basically your cord can be tucked in neat, very neat. Now that's one thing I love about upright vac, is that it just goes everywhere where you go. And this is one of the most neat upright vac. And it's very neat because everything goes in here. It's got a long cord. You don't have to use an extension. Just remember, if you go to a normal retailer and buy a 3-meter cord, you will be paying nothing less than $150 in this country. So getting a 6-meter long cord, wow, it's amazing. That's your machine. You are ready to start vacuuming. Now let's teach you a few basics here. This is called the release button. So there will be, if your machine is facing forward, on your left hand side, you've got the release button here. This is your release button. When you press this with your foot, because this is foot operated, you will be able to maneuver the machine because the machine locks in its position. And to be able to drive it forward, because you're not going to vacuum with it like this, you'll press with your foot here on your left, you press with your foot, and you are able to go into that angle and start vacuuming. And obviously that is just to release. Your on and off button is on your right hand side, also foot operated. You press on, you press off. But this is a very powerful machine. So when you are unwinding and you want to start vacuuming, you don't have to unwind like how I was winding. You just pull this down, the red there, and that's it. Then you plug your machine. So I actually want to plug this machine because I want to show you how powerful these brushes are. Whoa, can you hear that? That is what you call power. That is what you call power. So when you are using this machine, when you are using this machine on normal flooring, obviously on normal, especially office carpets, the office carpets, this is very good for office carpets as well. You will put on number 1 because it's normally these bare carpets or high foot traffic carpets. And obviously as you turn, it lifts up a bit and all the way to number 5. But I just want you to hear the noise of this machine. That is power. And what I like about this, you can hear the power driving. It's not like one of those noisy machines which has a very high pitch and but no power. But geez, I just want to show you the power of this machine. Let's see. Yeah. Wow. Okay, so I just learned something here. Just by using it, I just realized something here at the back. As I pressed this, there was a noise that came from the back, and that's very important. So I just realized that it's got a valve here at the back. It's actually here. It's got a valve here at the back, which is a very safety feature. If you can find a machine, especially a machine of this kind that's got a valve, it's actually at your benefit. Because what happens is when you switch it on, and let's say, which is something that shouldn't happen. Let's say your tank is full, or your machine is clogged up, or you vacuum a piece of just a large piece which will block the suction power. Regular machine will just run and burn off the motor. What this machine does is it will then open the valve here, and it will start sucking the air from here to make sure that the motor can breathe. Because if this is blocked, then the air must go. So I just want to make you hear that. Hopefully it's going to be quite noisy, but let's see if you can hear it. So the machine is going. The machine's going. There you go. So you're going to hear very like air sucking pitch noise. There you go. So that's basically the valve activating, because I've blocked this here and the valve is just sucking in the air to make sure that the machine doesn't obviously burn. That's powerful. That's powerful. Now, this is the exciting part, because mostly vacuum cleaners, they give you this, but when you're cleaning, you want to move, you want power. Let's see. Jeez, you know, you just know power when you see power. I want you to say this again, and watch as I touch this. That is a powerful brush. That is one powerful machine. Remember, this brush in particular is air driven, so as the suction power goes, it's the air that's driving it, and for the fact that it's spinning so fast, it shows you how powerful this machine. Honestly, I haven't met a machine that is as powerful as this machine currently. I would love for somebody to point me at the direction of another powerful machine, but at this moment, on the date of recording this video, it is safe for me to say I have reached the most powerful vacuum cleaner I've ever seen. This is the most powerful vacuum cleaner I've ever seen currently. I'll be happy to see another machine. Okay, so what else do we know about this machine? Oh, let's show you this brush here. Now, what I like about this brush here on the bottom is that it's quite nice and thick. And because it's nice and thick, and it's spinning at the power it's spinning, it means it doesn't stop for anything. And on those very thick carpets, it's more powerful enough to separate the fibers to ensure that it's sucking the dust from the base. So I just want you to see the brush is spinning. Watch. Whoa. So I can tell you this, shouldn't stick your fingers in there. That is power. I could see it from here. It's a nice thing. It's got a window here. Now, let's talk about the filters that we have in this machine. We've got this filter here. You empty your dust here. You open this. I love the fact that it's got this mesh here. What this mesh does, let's see if we can get it out. There we go. And everything is new. It's hard, because it's still new. So what this mesh does, especially if you're vacuuming like broken pieces of bottles or sharp objects regularly, because this is like your heart of your machine. These filters, I've done these filters even on other machines. This is like the heart of your machine. As they're spinning around, because the dust spins around here, what happens is they will cut. So this mesh is the special material to ensure that firstly it separates the big dust and small particles, and ensure that it's protecting the main filter. So it's like the bodyguard of the filter. So this is the machine, it's the country. This is the heart of your machine, it's the president. This is the president bodyguards. Without the bodyguards, the president is in danger. So this is very important. And what I like about the Genesis machine, I've seen this reputation. They are one of the only retailers the only suppliers in the retail that provide or that ensure they put this mesh, because it prolongs the lifespan of your filter. Just those little details, they make a big difference. Okay, so you've got that, and you have another filter here. Okay, let's quickly put this back. So putting this back as well is very easy. On this, it's all round, and you've got this intake here. Next to the intake, you've got like two arrows that are here. You've got on the filter here, you've got also two arrows that are here as well. One says lock, one says unlock. So you will put this and align them. You'll put this and align them with the open. You turn it, it goes into the lock. Beautiful. So you've got another filter here, which you open like so. This is just making sure, which is not going to happen, because microparticle filter, I've studied a lot on those filters. They use them on aeroplanes. I remember during the heavy times of the pandemic, I think it was Minister Fikile Mbalula at that time, who was the Minister of Transport. He said they were allowing full capacity on the airplanes because they were using microparticle filter, and therefore microparticle filter was trapping everything. And having a vacuum cleaner that's got a microparticle filter makes the world go round, if you know what I'm saying. You get it? If you don't get it, forget about it. Okay, now 1 second, I need to show you something. What I want to do is I want to get just pieces of papers, because hopefully we can see this. The aim here, what I want to show you is, I want to show you the cyclonic happening in here. Why am I showing you the cyclonic? Because it's very important. Every vacuum cleaner has an intake. They can vacuum dust, but not every vacuum cleaner. When the dust goes in most vacuum cleaners, they go and attach in one place. So what I like about cyclonic, which is what this machine is sold on and advertised on, even on the box here, you'll see on the manual, it says cyclonic multi-stages. So it's big for them to put that there. What that means, it means it's big on cyclonic. This means dust will never rest in one place. It's always moving and it's creating a motion. So this means the more dust you get inside, the stronger the machine gets. So, can you see that dust spinning in there? Those papers are spinning in there. They are spinning in here, and there's another ones that are spinning right here on top. Wow, that is cyclonic at the best. So, what's nice that I've just realized here as well is, because the dust will fill up from the bottom, it's got these, which I just want to show you. Very important. It's got these here, which will trap the hair. So these here, what it does, as you vacuum, especially if you got hair, human hair, pet hair, they will go and get attached here to make sure that they give enough space here, because you want continuous airflow on the machine here on top, and then those hair can be trapped in there to ensure that the machine does not lose its suction power. So far, this is one of the best machines I've come across in terms of suction power. In terms of power, remember, if I get a vacuum cleaner, I'll get it for suction power. So I'm so excited to even go down now and try this on my car, especially for the car seats, for the air vents, because this is for all those delicate places. You will know, I always do this. Makes that noise, but when you have the brushes, it's nice and smooth, so you can even go on your bookshelf, you can go on your windows and glasses. This is one thing I love about this machine. So let me know if you got any questions or if you want to try it. I know I'm not trying it on carpets at the moment. I will do another video where we can put this machine at test. And actually, I've got quite a great idea. I want to go and get a couple of other machines, maybe even from different suppliers, to try it on carpets. And after I've tried that, I actually want to go over with this machine, because I still believe that this is one of the most powerful machine ever. It is. Indeed, I believe it is. I don't know what you believe, but I believe it is. I don't know what you believe. So once again, this is all we do. Just wrap it up like so, and you are good to go. It's called the Genesis Upright Vac. Let me just give you a few details that are on the box. Very good to know. This is actually 374 air watts in terms of power. It is written on the box. It is 2,100 watts. That means it's got quite a monster motor. It's got a very powerful motor that is very powerful. You've got a nice manual book like this. I hope you enjoyed this. This is another OI. We've done it again. We're doing it again. You got this.